Hey, you're listening to the Shadowboltscast. I'm Master of Ceremony, aka MC SB. And I got all sorts of news for you. Part of my stick this year is I want to actually get on a more regular schedule with these. So, probably around the first of the month and the middle of the month, I'll start doing podcasts again. And let's see, for site news, we have been doing restructuring. Which means I have gone through and I've kicked out a lot of people that honestly did not meet the standard of quality that I feel our group has. Or deserves, technically. I'm refocusing on community because we had a lot of people in our group that just kind of did nothing. They kind of did their own thing, and it's like the Rainbow Dash show. It's all about them. Instead, it should be secular. It should be about all of us together. Our trials and hardships, not somebody's personal issues. So, yeah. This year I want to focus more on community. I want to focus on quality membership over quantity of membership, which is where a lot of sites fall short, and a lot of gaming communities, in my opinion. My opinion, I can hold it. You're welcome to have your own. And another gaming, site news, technically. I want to have a contest soon. I'm not sure what it's going to be about. Maybe a Smash 3DS before the 13th. And prices, I got plenty of games I can give out on Steam. Plenty. Like, who could say no to Metal Slug 3? I don't know. I really don't know. It's a really good game. And it's free if I'm giving it away in a contest. But, yeah. I'm going to iron out the details, and probably by the next time around I'll have something announced, if not sooner on the website. In Final Fantasy XIV news, there is a lot of stuff to cover this time. If you're listening to this right now, patch 2.5 is officially here. Right now, we are on a 12-hour downtime as they're updating the servers and doing their magic. All sorts of goodies are going to come. I don't think it's in this patch, but I think the follow-up in March. No, late February. But the Manderville Golden Saucer. Say it with me now. Manderville Golden Saucer. It's coming. It's gonna be fun. They got the ball shoot game from 7. Triple Triad's gonna definitely be a thing. You can challenge NPCs, and oh lordy, am I gonna waste a lot of time on that. And Chocobo Racing. I mean, really, it's the Golden Saucer. And it's Manderville related. Manderville, the thing that keeps people subbing to Final Fantasy XIV. You just cannot go wrong. Let's see. Also, we got more primals coming. I know for a fact that Odin is coming tomorrow. Well, now, today-ish. And I am issuing a challenge to the Shadowbolts Free Company. We have our Odin mantle in the front yard. We wear it proudly. I have the full set of armor because I keep killing that guy in the fields. And my challenge is that if we do not beat him by the end of the week as a free company, I'm going to take that down. Because we're going to earn the right to bear that on our yard for our free company house. So yep, if we don't beat it by Sunday, the end of the day on Sunday, which I think that's the 20th or... No, never mind. Much later than that. Probably about the 25th or so. Then I am taking that sucker down, and it's going to sit there until we beat him. Then I'm going to proudly display it again for everyone. And, just something to kind of engage everybody. And, of course, it's the same fight as FanFest. Obviously, it's going to be tweaked. They had people downing it in item level 100 or so. We're what, item level 120, 130 now? So, going to be interesting. And some interesting notes from the patches. Well, patch notes, I mean. Yoshi P and them, they snuck in something saying that they're going to add additional rewards to the higher tier Ixali Beastman Tribe quest. And that makes me wonder. Are they going to add additional Ox notes? Well, Oak notes, I mean. Sorry about that. But because they know that the sealants, those are in such big demand. But it takes 2 days worth of dailies to actually do it. To actually get one. And you need 8 for the new 4-star crafting equipment and all that. For all the recipes, if I recall correctly. Haven't quite got there yet on myself. I'm getting there. But, yeah. Maybe they're going to adjust it. Maybe not. All I know is that it's not going to do anything to really stop it where everybody is going to be pigeonholed into doing that. Since at this time, it's still the only worthwhile Beastman tribe content. Since, I mean, you can make, what, 250 to 400k every 2 days off it? And you get to level up at least 1 level a day on a crafting job? Kinda hard to top that. I mean, sure, you can get exclusive mounts and minions with the other ones, and get a couple of neat dyes and stuff like that. But that does not compare to making loads of money for minimal effort. And getting free level 1 crafting jobs starting at level 1. So, gonna be interesting to see what they do. I expect that market to probably tank when the servers go back up and we see what happens. Let's see, World of Darkness, the last chapter of Crystal Tower that's coming. They have already teased us, saying that they regret last time with Syracuse Tower, where people were lotting on upgrade items and letting gear just free fall. So this time they're doing 2 separate lockouts. So that means you're probably going to end up capping Poetics in the first week or so, as you chase exclusive gear and the upgrade items for your main job. Since we're assuming at this time that it's going to drop the upgrade items for your Ironworks gear so you can have the augmented version, the I level 130 I mean. And also the tome weaponry and all that, so you can get your free I level 130 weapon. Because, wow, we've really come a long way since patch 2.0, haven't we? I level 70 was what most people have, and now they can have I level 130. That's amazing. Let's see, new dungeons, of course. We got 2 hard modes coming in. Amdapor hard mode, gonna have the 4-way wall match with Demon Wall. If there's not bees, people will be sad, so hopefully there's bees. And we're gonna have Wanderer's Palace hard mode. And that's gonna be interesting. A lot of Amalja in there. And new dungeon, which, based on the preview that they've shown, is gonna have Midgar Sormer, if that's how you say it correctly, aka the primal that the Garlands killed kind of in the opening of the original 14, since ARR is treated as a separate entity, more or less. And it seems like they are bringing him in as the boss. Kind of a wasted opportunity, kind of like what they did with Siren. But that's only if it's true. I don't know, they've done some questionable stuff here lately that the fans at large don't exactly agree with, but hey, we'll see what happens. The storyline also looks like it's going to be leading us up to Heavensward. We got another storyline patch coming in March, so I'm estimating April or May for the release date for Heavensward. Which sounds about right. Honestly, I think they probably get in April because I think their fiscal year kicks off around then. And they probably want to kick off with really strong sale numbers and all that. Make the company look really good to shareholders. And PvP, oh my goodness, PvP is getting a lot of stuff done. We are getting new game modes, we're getting the daily roulette. Hopefully it won't take 5 months or more of just sitting there non-stop trying to get into 1 hour queue times for 15-minute matches of failure as Maelstrom nowadays, to actually level up and use the gear. That's kind of a complaint I've had, because I got a full set of gear now, but I don't have the level requirements in PvP to use it, so kind of meh. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's hopefully going to mitigate some of the things, because I know a lot of people do it right now because it's free poetics, it's free sultry, and they don't care if they win or lose. and SE has to appeal to players at large. So people like me that actually like PvP in their games, even if it is kind of laughable in this one, so that we can actually play it properly. We have people to play it with. Because otherwise, I'm sure there's really not enough people to keep front lines, and I know the Wolves Den to actually keep running fluidly. And that's about it for 14 news. Let's move on over to gaming news. I got a couple of interesting tidbits. Major thing is that out of nowhere, the new 3DS is announced for America. Only the XL. And it comes in a black and a red, and they're both tacky. There was a limited edition Majora's Mask, but it sold out in 15 minutes after the Nintendo Direct announcing it on GameStop, and it's humping up a few other places. It's $1.99, does not include the game, so if you want to get Majora's Mask, actually go with your Majora's Mask limited edition bundle or whatever they call it. You gotta shell out $39.99 extra. So you're looking at about $260 by the time it's all said and done. On the other side of the spectrum, they have the Monster Hunter 4U, or 4 Ultimate for regular people. And that's coming out at the same time as well. And it gets a limited edition bundle for $229. And it comes pre-installed with Monster Hunter. And to me, it looks great. It's a nice sleek silver. It's not quite as gaudy as the others, or garish. And if I had a choice in the matter, I would get that one. Because it's cheaper, technically, because you're getting your game included for $10 less, and the taxes will be cheaper as a result as well. And it just looks nice. And I always want to show some support to Capcom for Monster Hunter. Even though they really don't give me many choices to do so nowadays. And, kind of fans in general. One of the faults of not being in their core market, I guess. But yeah, all these things, they're coming out February 13th, the day before Valentine's. It's going to be a Friday. You might still be able to get a couple of things. I know Best Buy actually took an anti-scalper stance. They went back and canceled a lot of pre-orders on both of them, both the Majora's Mask and the Monster Hunter bundle. Or no, Monster Hunter is exclusive to GameStop. My bad. But yeah, the Majora's Mask, because Nintendo's having a lot of scalping issues lately. Because they are in high demand, even though their Wii U is not. And now they limit their sales one per customer on these special limited edition ones. And they say that they're going to have the rest for launch day. So keep your eyes peeled, you might still be able to get one. And Amazon and a few other places will likely get the Majora's Mask bundle. I am pretty much 100% certain that I read that the Monster Hunter one is exclusive to GameStop, and it seems to be completely sold out right now. So, much regret. Something new, according to Twitter anyway, which isn't really a surprise, but it's something that's coming. The Halo Master Chief Collection, 1 through 4, is apparently being teased for Windows 10. Which is something Microsoft actually did before. They did this with Vista, when they released Halo 2 on PC. And you had to have games for Windows, if I remember right, and it just did not sell. Like all the people that wanted Halo, they had it on their Xbox, or their 360. Because they had service, obviously, on the old Xbox, and everybody jumped over to Halo 3, and then all the side games, like OSD, or all that good stuff. So, no telling how this is going to work out. I expect it to fall flat on its face, like last time. Unless it's on Steam. Then it probably get a little bit more traction. And speaking of Steam, Humble Bundle. Everybody's favorite. They are going to stop using the Steam integration for the time being. And it looks like they're going to go back to the old-fashioned way of you give them money, they give you codes. And honestly, I like that. I didn't like having them have access to my Steam information or going through their website and giving my Steam information. Just didn't really rub me the right way. And I know I'm not the only person like that, because a lot of people had outcries. But that was done to go and protect the developers of the games. Because people would go through, they would just spam $1 and get like, I don't know, hundreds of codes, and they'd turn around and resell them later on at a better value. So, kind of scalping again. That's probably going to be a big issue in the modern day, if it's not already. But we'll talk about that maybe some other time. So yeah, that's about it. Your nice and informative gaming news and general podcast, brought to you by the Shadowbolts free company of FFXIV. We also have no news to report at this time about ponies. There's no news yet about Season 5 coming. Still a mystery. Still lurking, hiding in the shadows. But hey, it might pop out eventually. I mean, it's got to. It's already 2015 and people are having withdrawal symptoms, and the comic is not really cutting it anymore. Come on, Hash Bro, give us our fix! Anyway, I'm SB, and I'd like to take a moment, now that I remember, to do a member highlight. Because we have our person of interest at the moment, and it's Happybit. He is a guy that's been with the free company and the group overall for over 1.5 years now, if I'm not mistaken. He was with us on the original group over on the Ultra server, and he's the only member that came over when I remade the group over here on FFXIV. He's a pretty good guy. He's usually on our chat room almost all the time when he's working. Hopefully he doesn't get in trouble for that. I have no control over that, And yeah, he will drop, at the drop of a hat, he will help you in Final Fantasy XIV. He'll do anything he can. He's a really good guy. He is the only officer at this time. Doesn't mean he'll be the only one. It's just, at this time, we're not a big group, so we don't need much policing around and all that good stuff. And yeah, just go say hi to him, say hey in game, or leave him a message and say hello or something on the site. Because he's just a really good person. He does art, or says he does. He hasn't presented any of this art to me, so I only have it on hearsay, but hey, it's what he likes to do. And once again, I'm SB, leader of the Shadowbolts. Hopefully you found something of enjoyment in this podcast. I'm going to try to get it more regular this year. I thank you for taking the time to listen to us. If you are on our YouTube, I would recommend, doing the whole like and subscribe, share with people, and all that good stuff. And I have a project in the future that, actually I got a lot of projects in the future. I'm going to reach out to the pony community at large, and I just have good ideas to kind of reach out and be friendly. But until then, have a good one. SB signing off.